Alright, welcome back to Minerva's Den.
Operations. You're nearing the heart of the machine.
So, we're finally at the operations area of Rapture Central Computing, and there's actually not any loot right here. I don't know why I'm looking around for it. This area is pretty blank, all things considered. But we're almost to the end here. This is technically the last level, really. We've just got to go through all the motions. This level's pretty good, though. It's pretty open-ended. Like a lot of the other levels in Bioshock 2, we can kind of take our time exploring some of the larger areas of this level.
A convenient excuse to disrupt my work? Or something more? I am curious, I must admit. But not enough to let you live.
Alright, so right here at this Gatherer's Guard, I'm going to go ahead and invest in a lot of the upgrades I want to get for the rest of the DLC. So, I'm going to go ahead and get Gravity Well 2 and Gravity Well 3. Also want to get up to Winter Blast 3 if I can help it by the end. Let me see what else I have here. I don't know if this is where I think I was deciding whether or not I need another slot, but I really don't, so. Yeah, I have everything I need. And eventually, I will get one more plasma that will supersede Security Command, because that is, I really do like Security Command in Bioshock 2, as you know from the main campaign. But again, with the limited setup I wanted to go for with this DLC, I just really don't need that much extra defense with the the higher levels of Security Command to be able to spawn that bot in like that. So. Oh great, another ambush. I see no way that this could go wrong. Now, one thing I didn't do in, well, I did this in Bioshock 1, but not in the Bioshock 2 main campaign, is I have the natural camouflage equipped, which means I just hack that guy's security bot, even though neither him or the security bot itself could even see me. Alright, now we're fighting Houdini Splicers, so they really cranked up the difficulty right away because this is such a short DLC, so these Houdini Splicers are going to give us a little bit of a hard time, but not when we have Winter Blast 2.
I've got a bathysphere at my lab that should be able to get us the hell out of Rapture, but we can't launch just yet. First, we'll need to reprogram a signal beacon. That nutcase Lamb's got the city on lockdown, but a hacked beacon should keep her torpedoes at bay. See what you can find. The seafloor outside Minerva's den is a machine graveyard. With a little luck, you should find the beacon we need out there.
Alright, we gotta go this way first because we have to get something in order to progress to the next area of the level. So the game will tell us to go this way anyway, even if we accidentally go into the other ways. I wanted to let that audio diary play there. We got the upgraded shotgun, so now we can hold, we have the additional cylinders, we can hold 6 shells instead of just the 2 in the main barrels.
Some damn fool stuck his finger in the socket. To get out through the airlock, you'll have to break the circuit somehow.
Also, both of my security bots right now are female. I guess for some reason they randomly decided for 2 female names, so they're Annie and Rosanna right now. I was wondering if I could just spear that guy to the wall, but apparently it didn't work out too well. Even my security bot is trying to laser him to death. But we gotta hack this panel right here to get the power to turn off to this room. Therefore, the game is forcing you to have hack darts, as it does in other parts of this DLC. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, it's not like it's going to be impossible for you to get hack darts and it's going to soft lock your game or anything.
Program a bathysphere signal beacon to scramble Lamb's torpedoes. But I need access to a bathysphere, and Porter's got the only one in the den locked away at his private dock. Son of a bitch.
Alright, Annie and Roseanne are going to have to wait out there because we're going back out into the ocean again. Just like we started. I don't know about you guys, but I never really cared so much for Reed Wall's character. Like, he just seems like a very cliche villain who's just kind of there to get in our way. Now, Charles Milton Porter's character is actually pretty well developed, but Reed is just kind of obnoxious.
Soon you also will be rusting here among the trash, used up by Porter and tossed on the heap.
I don't know how I knew to look out there. It's telling me, you know, press in the stick to stand up, when we can't even crouch outside in the water anyway, so I have no idea why it's telling us to do so. Alright, there's the signal beacon we came out here to get. And I think I've found most of the atom slugs already. There might be one or two more I'm missing.
Master input console in the programming wing. That paranoid bastard Wall had it installed in his office.
That debris that's clouding our vision here is a two-dimensional effect. There we go, there's one more. Yeah, as far as the characters that are new and unique to Minerva's Den, they're all interesting. I just feel like the story has so little to do with Reed Wall that he just kind of serves to get in your way.
Surprise, Sigma!
He's no Frank Fontaine. I mean, obviously. Great. As if we didn't know they were going to put turrets there by the shape of the floor. It's still telling me to stand up even though I'm not crouched. Great, I forgot the other turret was behind me, so it blew me up. This might actually give us a better vantage point to take those guys out. Or not, they could just die. Now, like I said before, this is a much more streamlined version of the Bioshock 2 campaign. So a lot of the stuff that they've taken out is stuff like, you know, the power to the people stations and the research camera. And I feel like it kind of has an appeal for that reason. Like there's a certain appeal to the Minerva's Den as a casual playthrough only because you don't have to worry about that stuff. Like we will never get the research camera in this, and the ion laser actually takes the place of the research camera in our inventory, so we don't have to worry about that. We gotta hack this panel again to get out. The machine gun will be in this level somewhere, but I don't know if I'll actually find it. I really don't need it for my endgame setup. There's actually something I have planned for the final fight will make it pretty much superfluous. And then we won't get every single upgrade, obviously. There are a few more upgrades still lying around we need to get. I think there's another rivet gun upgrade. There's a drill upgrade, but I don't think we get the final spear gun upgrade or the final shotgun upgrade. I think the launcher is fully upgraded. No, we get a launcher upgrade as well, which is nice. I don't know if I mentioned earlier when I talked about the Lancer, but the Lancer is the only Big Daddy type that is deliberately stationed in the Minerva's Den. Now, I say deliberately because there are others. I'm not going to spoil that, but you don't fight the Rosie or the Bouncer. You only fight the Lancer. Winter Blast 2 seems to be pretty effective against him, at least for a little while. Those electric security bots, on the other hand, seem to be a bit of a pain in the ass. Whatever, just waste the rocket on him, who cares? I do want to get just a little bit more Atom before progressing to the end of the game, just to afford one or two more upgrades, but I'm not really going to do many gathers with... well, I will do a gather with this little sister, but I'm not going to do gathers with all of them. Because, like I said, if I was doing a good run, like if I was trying to rescue the little sisters instead of harvest them, then I would want to do all the gathers and I would want to get all of them. But I'm already going to get enough Atom to invest in what I want to invest into, so there's really no point, especially when it doesn't affect the ending at all. I'm really low in health packs, so I should probably get some more here. I am not good at that either. I believe I still have Careful Hacker on, but I will be replacing that with another tonic later. So I will not have Careful Hacker on for the rest of the game, which means the little bit of hacking that I will still have to do will be very challenging because I've not enhanced it really in any way. And most runs through the majority of the Bioshock series, I do invest at least a little bit of that into hacking, only because it's something that I do every single time it's available to me, especially in the first game. And my setup in the first game is more focused on that, even though the hacking is very different from 1 to 2.
If he can find a way to return to the surface, along with the programming for his mainframe, we could then rebuild the machine and work together towards the cure.
Now there's going to be a really big fight that's going to break out in the next room coming up, so I may want to just explore around and get my setup ready before I go in there.
In Minerva's den, then the cure for Adam's curse is on its way. It is only a matter of time.
The brain boost gene tonics are working. Extra strength, yes. I see more now. One mind, doing the work of 2. 10, with the help of the Tinker, 1,000. The machine spoke, Ryan listened, and finally, I have the Tinker all to myself. Goodbye, old friend. Don't worry. You leave your creation in capable hands.
Yeah, I kind of want to max out on health packs before I go in that room, because there's multiple brute splicers in there, as well as some guys with security bots, and there's also several cameras in that room, so I want to go in there and either hack or destroy them, because I guess I don't need to have all of them hacked if I'm not going to be backtracking through that area any. This is the one gather that I wanted to show off, and if I do this right, I should be able to do this entire gather without anyone getting to the little sister, and without me taking any damage, which is worth an achievement in the main campaign, but for some reason it doesn't work in the Minerva's Den, which is really lame. Otherwise that would have been really great to get that achievement on screen, because it's very hard to get. So with the natural camouflage, I'm going to go over here and sit in the corner and just kind of wait out the splicers and see which ones manage to get through the trap rivets. And if any of them happen to do so, then I'll just take them out. But if I get really lucky here, see 3 guys just spawned over there, and they start, because how random the spawn placements is in or the spawn placements are in the Bioshock series, and how the splicers kind of act of their own volition, you could get them just kind of wandering throughout the map, and they might not even make it all their way over here by the time you're done. Which is kind of the case here. I mean, they're taking forever. So far, so good. They know she's there, but they don't want to progress any further. It's like they get hit once, and then they hesitate, they realize what's in front of them, and then they just keep going anyway and die. Sweet! Alright.
Daddy, you're never gonna hurt me.
Then we get to harvest all of our trap rivets again. There's only really one other time in the game I'm going to be using trap rivets, so I might as well pick them back up again, because I'm just going to plant every single one of them down I have when we actually get to that encounter. I guess that's a glitch there. That signal is still showing on top of that splicer's head, even though they're dead. Well, there's the other enemies that neglected to show their faces. Alright, I am done collecting Adam for the rest of the game, guys.